I was assigned a strange and mysterious task. They sent me to a place isolated from the rest of the world. Every day, I planted landmines on the edge of the cliff. It was to prevent something from climbing up the canyon. I also checked the fence for damage. The place looked abandoned, but there was a heavy automatic turret every 500 meters. I lived in a watchtower nearly 100 meters high. It stood alone on the edge of a cliff. Before leaving, the veteran warned me never to communicate with the people on the other side. I asked him what was at the bottom of the canyon, but he didn't answer. He just pressed the detonator in his hand and threw a bomb into the abyss. 15 seconds later, a loud explosion echoed upward, followed by a series of blood-curdling screams. He said they were called the Hollow Ones. That was all he knew. After the handover, the veteran left alone. Now I've spent a whole year alone in this area. No contact, no communication. In the end, I'll get millions in compensation. The next day, I started work. It sounds like a dangerous job, but most days, it feels more like maintenance work. One afternoon, I picked up my binoculars just to take a look at another tower. Then I saw a woman chopping wood. She seemed to sense that I was watching her. She stopped what she was doing and turned to look at me. Froze. The veteran's warning echoed in my mind. Never interact with anyone. That night, the thunder woke me up. I couldn't help but pick up the binoculars again. She was sitting by the window. She noticed that I was watching her and blew out the candle. 3 months passed. I was standing at the entrance of the tower, lost in thought. Suddenly, a gunshot rang out. She fired a shot into the sky. The sound broke the silence. She held up a sign. "What's your name?" The old wool made my heart skip a beat again. I picked up a piece of wood and wrote, "No communication." Then she held up another sign telling me her name was Drossa. It was her birthday that day. I raised my glass and sadly toasted her. She smiled back. For the first time, I no longer felt alone. We began to communicate with signs. Two isolated souls slowly drew closer. Then she pointed downward. I followed her gaze. Dark shadows were climbing up the cliff. They were already very close. I saw those creatures with my own eyes for the first time. Without hesitation, I detonated the landmines. Some were blown back down the cliff, but more continued to surge upward. Drossa activated her turret. We fought side by side. That night, we drove them all back into the canyon. 2 watchtowers, a shared battle.